The 2015-16 school year is going to bring an exciting change to Lewis and Clark Career Center. We will be moving to a standards-based grading approach.
Although a district initiative, we truly believe this change is going to allow us to better communicate with you and parents regarding a student's strengths and weaknesses. There will be a greater focus on specific skills needed to succeed in the student's chosen career path, and student expectations will be clear before he or she even begins the program.
As we move to this new system, you will notice some changes. Each program will now have several graded standards. Each of these standards will include a scale that describes the expectation and associated grade for each standard. Assignments will no longer be graded using the percentage of items correct. Students will receive a 1, 2, 3, or 4 on each assignment or assessment based on the scale for that standard. Students will be given several opportunities to master the standard within a time frame specified by the instructor, but may be required to complete additional practice before taking a retest. The student's grade will be solely based on his or her mastery of the standards. Students will no longer receive or lose points for such things as extra credit and late assignments. The student report card will also include an employability score, allowing the instructor to assess the student on areas such as attendance, responsibility, engagement, relationships, attitude, and customer service and communications.
As stated earlier, students will no longer receive a percentage or points grade for their work. They will be given a 1, 2, 3, or 4 based on their understanding of the concept. Students earning a 3 in a standard are at grade level expectancy. They have mastered the concept to their instructor's expectation. A 2 means that the student understands the basics of the concept and can use some of the vocabulary, but still hasn't mastered the standard to the level of expectancy. A 1 demonstrates that the student has little or no knowledge about the concept. Understanding above and beyond the instructor's expectation earns students a 4. A 4 shows that this is a concept the student has truly mastered and can apply it to other areas and/or teach it to others.
Let's look at an example. As you can see, the expectations for each level of performance will be explained, so students and their parents will be well aware of what needs to be done to earn the desired grade. Each graded activity in class will be assessed given the above scale. Unlike the traditional system, grades will not be averaged for the standard. The student will receive the score 1, 2, 3, or 4 based on the level he or she has learned the material at the end of the grading period. For example, a student's first few assignments may be assessed at a 2 because he is just learning the material. However, if the last few scores on that standard are a 3, the student would be given a 3 as a final grade for that standard.
Although we will be using a standards-based approach, we realize you will still need letter grades for report cards, scholarships, GPAs, etc. Scores for each standard will be averaged to give a final grade for the class. The average standard score will be converted using the displayed scale. Please note, the scale does not translate to 4 equals an A, 3 equals a B, etc. A student may have all 3s and still receive an A in the course, since a 3 represents grade level expectancy. Because the standards are considered essential learning for the program, students receiving a 1 for any standard will fail the class.
As with any change, we anticipate some bumps along the way. However, we truly believe standards-based grading will eventually lead to a higher level of achievement within our programs. Parent conferences will now not just be discussions about missing assignments or poor test grades, but will include detailed information about the student's strengths and weaknesses. Furthermore, a parent or student will be able to easily look at the scales and determine what needs to be done to improve the student's grade. Clear communication is going to be imperative for a smooth transition to the system. Therefore, we ask that any parent or student questions or concerns about our grading practices be directed to Lewis and Clark, either the child's instructor, counselor, or principal. We will continue to provide information about this new system and will communicate any changes as they take place. Thank you for your support of Lewis and Clark Career Center and our shared students.